Alcatraz vs. Evil Librarians, Chapter 9. I'd like you to realize two things at this point. First, I want you to know that when I uttered the words, "Oh, is that all?" I was worried I might find something strange in here. I wasn't being sarcastic in the least. Actually, I was being quite serious. Nearly as serious even as the moment when I would plead for my life when tied to an altar out of outdated encyclopedias. You see, after all I'd seen that day, I was growing desensitized to strangeness. The realization that the world contained 3 new continents still had me in shock. Compared to that revelation, a room full of dinosaurs just couldn't compete. "Why, hello, good chap," cried a small green pterodactyl. "You don't look like a librarian sort." Talking rocks might have gotten a reaction out of me. A talking slice of cheese definitely would have. Talking dinosaurs, meh. The second thing I want you to realize is this. You were warned beforehand about the talking dinosaurs. Kindly see page 67. So no whining. I stepped into the room. It was some sort of storage chamber and was filled with battered cages. Many of those cages contained, well, dinosaurs. At least that's what they looked like to me. Of course, they were quite different from the dinosaurs I'd learned about in school. For one thing, they weren't very big. The largest one, an orange Tyrannosaurus rex, was maybe 5 or 6 feet tall. The smallest looked to be only about 3 feet tall. The vest, trousers, and British accents were unexpected as well. "I say," said the Triceratops, "do you think he's a mute? Does anybody, by any chance, know any sign language?" "What sign language do you mean?" asked the pterodactyl. "American Primitive, New Echelon, or Librarian Standard?" "My hands aren't articulate enough for sign language," noted the Tyrannosaurus rex. "That's always been rather a bother for deaf members of my subspecies." "He can't be mute," another said. "Didn't he say something when he opened the door?" A seal poked her head into the room. "Dinosaurs," she said, noticing the cages. "Useless. Let's move on." "I say," said the Triceratops. "Charles, did you hear that?" "I did indeed," replied the pterodactyl. "Quite rude, if I do say so myself." I frowned. "Wait, dinosaurs are British?" "Of course not," Bastille said, stepping into the room with a sigh. "They're Mellarindian. But they're speaking English with a British accent," I said. "No," Bastille said, rolling her eyes. "They're speaking Mellaran, just like we are. Where do you think the British and the American get the language from?" From Great Britain." Singh chuckled, stepping into the room and quietly shutting the door. "You think a little island like that spawned a language used by most of the world?" I frowned again. "I say," said Charles the pterodactyl, "do you suppose you could let us free? It's terribly uncomfortable in here." "No," Bastille said curtly. "We have to keep it low profile. If you escaped, you could give us away." Then under her breath she muttered, "Come on, we don't want to get involved." "Why?" "Why not?" I asked. "Maybe they could help us." Still shook her head. "Dinosaurs are never useful." "She certainly is a rude one, isn't she?" asked the Triceratops. "Tell me about it," I replied, ignoring the dark look Bastille shot me. "Why are you dinosaurs here anyway?" "Oh, we're to be executed, I'm afraid," Charles said. The other dinosaurs nodded. "What did you do?" I asked. "Eat somebody important?" "Oh, yes, no. That's a librarian myth. Good sir, we don't eat people. Not only would that be barbaric of us, but I'm sure you would taste terrible. Why, all we did was come to your continent for a visit." "Stupid creatures," Bastille said, leaning against the door. "Why would you visit the Hushlands? You know that the librarians have built you up as mythological monsters." "Actually," Singh noted, "I believe the librarians claim that dinosaurs are extinct." So that's page 135. So Alcatraz vs. Evil Librarians, page 135 on tomorrow's episode.